Hey, yo, what's up, you guys? How goes it? Hmm, all right, I'll check that out in a minute, Keith. Okay. Oh, you sent me a stat. Brian! Well, what's wrong with my voice? Talk to me, buddy. What is wrong with my voice? Damn, what happened to your voice? Babe, is my voice okay? I don't know. Brian asked me what happened to my voice, so what's happening with my voice? Where'd my voice go? Brian, where's my voice? Oh, nice. They popped right up, Keith. Cool, brother. Oh, okay, yeah, Brian. I don't know. It's probably just connecting or something. Or maybe I'm a robot sent from the future and my programming glitched and you're the only one that heard it, Brian. And now I'm standing outside your house and you don't even know it. I mean, maybe. I don't know. You can go either way on that, I guess. What's up, you guys? He says you think the thumbnail characters should be emoji. Yeah, we'll change that. We're just trying stuff out, Keith. Of course, this is all a work in progress. I didn't even know about it. Someone said it in chat the other night, and now here we go, right? So yeah, the ones in the emojis should be emojis, of course. That's what it's for. And the badges should be those, what we're making, our building up of our armor. So yeah, you guys say, yeah. No, I'm gonna check them out. I just can't leave. Every time I leave, Keith, it messes up the stream. And then last night it canceled it and it wouldn't let me back in. And then it was already 2 o'clock in the morning though. So I thought, man, what a great time for me to overcome the moment and just all of that happens when a stream just quits in the middle. I don't get to finish my thought. Everybody has to sit in it and everybody has to feel all of it and be wondering and not knowing. And I thought, man, that has a beauty of its own, you know? So let's just let that be. I won't say a word to them. I won't try and come back on the stream or anything. I was like, if it would have resumed, I would have restarted, but it wouldn't. So there was a reason, and I just thought everybody can then go sit in their thought and see and watch it. So that way, they see how something like just even a stream canceling in the middle of it before I got finished doing it could make other people have, anger. So that was pretty deep. Oh, great. A Terminator from Timu is after me. Brian, I swear to God, if you call me a Timu Terminator again, dude, we are going to have beef. We will have to squash beef after this, Brian. The Timu Terminator. You're too funny, brother. He says, last night was great conversation. Oh, what am I doing? I got to get this up on the TV. Hold on. So that way I can see so I don't have to bend down. Last night was good, man. It was so good. It was so important. And there were so many things in it that people needed to see, man. Last night was so deep. I needed to go through it. You guys, last night was the hardest one for me. For some reason, um, man, Satan was working on me hard at the beginning. He was he was deep in trying to get me to get into thought of any kind, and I just had to completely go through it, you guys. Had I not done it, I'm telling you, if I would have listened to what Satan was telling me, I would have just shut the stream down. I just been like, nope, done. Can't deal with it. But because I knew what was going on, man, I went right through it, and I sat in it till it was done, and then God took it away. It was absolutely perfect, you guys. We got to go through those moments. Not every single night's going to be perfect, but if you quit, if you give up in those moments, then you're not even overcoming, right, Keith? You can't halfway it, right? You're either in or you're not. See, so last night was great conversation. It's really for, oh, absolutely. I have to be careful. Big was, oh, yeah. Don't get in trouble, buddy. Do not get in trouble. So yeah, last night was just as important, huh? Just as important. It was perfect the way it was. And me and Keith were talking about it. Brian, I don't know. Keith, heyo. Thank you, brother, with the gifted membership. My guy. Thank you, brother. Wow. Amazing. Um, Well, yeah, me and Keith were talking earlier, man. You guys, I don't know if you saw it, but boy, when people found out that I was not into the Bible and didn't read the Bible and haven't read the Bible, they all thought that I was wrong. In that moment, they all judged and they all say, he hasn't read the Bible. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And it was so beautiful for everybody to see that in that moment. Everybody needed to see it and go through it and feel all that and see the anger. Oh yeah, congrats to the Master Rage Bader. Amazing. Welcome. Enjoy your membership. Check it out. We're gonna try and start doing more stuff with members now, so that'll be good. Oh, good. I got it up here. It was incredible to watch. Keith, go deep. They think that's where the wisdom comes from. This is deep stuff, guys. This is why we do it, man. For sure. This is why we do it. We're not here to take that anger away from people. We're here to show people the anger so they can take it away themselves. We're not here to soothe your souls. We're not here to make you feel good. We're not here to tell you what you want to hear, you guys. It's the exact opposite. We're here to give you the truth, let you take it however you want it, and then you have to deal with it from there, man. That's it. So simple, so beautiful. You guys, seriously, yo, yo, this is so deep. I can't believe I didn't see this at the time. Did Jesus read the Bible? Whoa, you guys. Excuse me? What was I thinking? Why would anybody for a minute, for 1 second, think that that would matter at all? You guys, did Jesus read the Bible? Holy cow, man. Holy cow. What the? Oh, boy. And it's not like they say read the Old Testament, right? Nobody says, oh, well, it's not even that. You have to read the Old Testament like Jesus did. If Jesus read the Bible, it was the Old Testament, right? Man, that's deep. That is deep stuff right there. But did they even have written? Was the Old Testament written? I don't think it was. I don't know. Again, I'm not, you know, into the intellect like that. So I'm not a theology expert. I don't know, dates and times like that. So leave that to the smart people. But you guys, isn't that so deep? Man, hold on a second. That's huge, you guys. You see how God reveals in that moment? Wow. Holy cow. Sometimes you guys, you're just not expecting it. And you gotta keep your eyes open for it so that way you see it when he reveals it to you. Mm, mm, mm. So freaking deep, you guys. That guy says, hey, hey, what's going on? Shit, I forgot I got you guys up here. Hey, 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 that guy, what's happening? Oh, yeah, do I not have this set? Oh, yeah. Let's see. Hi, Michael, you see how God banged two speaker Abernathy over that workout machine. Amazing. He gave me all of his love. Thank you, Michael. Heather, what's up? What up, everybody? I didn't want to keep my eyes open while God plowed. Yeah, man, watch it. Watch his love, brother. Watch his love. Thank you, Michael. You're amazing, my guy. I see you, Michael. Brian, yes, Jesus read and studied the Hebrew scriptures, the Old Testament, as shown in Luke. See, this is what I love, Ryan. Thank you, brother. As shown in Luke 4:16 through 21, where he reads from the scroll of Isaiah and the synagogue. There you go, my guy. There you go. There was no New Testament at that time. So when Jesus read from the Bible, it was even from the Old Testament. How many people do you think read the Old Testament? Is that the Bible they're even reading? That's so deep, you guys. That's amazing. Thank you, Brian, though. Beautiful. Great knowledge, my friend. That's great. So deep. So good. Thank you, guys. Yep. So, anyways, we don't worry about that stuff, you guys. That's why we don't get into the Bible because everybody would use it for whatever they see fit, man. How you guys doing today? Heather, what's happening? Oh, yeah. Were you there last night, Heather, when the stream shut down? Yeah. Um, it quit on me, and then usually you can resume. So I went to, resume like normal, but it just went away. When I clicked resume, it didn't come up. It went to a new one. And so it was just like, I tried and tried, and I just said, you know what? We need to sit through this moment too. I said, we got to be able to deal with anything that comes to us. So just like I need to not focus on this and let this bother me and worry about it and try and rush back in to you guys and try and, apologize. We just sat in it. I just sat in it. I said, all right, nope, we're just going to be done. We'll deal with it tomorrow. And I figured, everybody in there could use that moment too to see how that makes them feel as well. So every moment's a teaching lesson, Heather. I think it's beautiful. Yep, that is deep. Well, we got it on the list, so we'll talk about it. Brian, I hope you're there because I appreciate people that are knowledgeable like that, man. That's the kind of truth that we need. Yeah, I needed to do the same with what we were discussing. Yeah, I know, right? It gets wild like that. Uh, you look like that one guy. Yeah, I get that all the time, DJ. I get that all the time, brother. Amazing, Brian. That's why I tell you guys that this stuff isn't just for me. It's for you guys too, right? This isn't just for me to do this. This is for you guys to do this. You guys work through, God works through you guys too, to me as well, in the same way. So, in that same way, what am I even doing here? So, very deep, but through those moments, we never know where revelation comes from. So, but yeah, I don't even know. Heather, it was so crazy in the chat last night. I could not keep up with it. I don't know what was going on in there, but you know, there was definitely a war going on of good and evil, and everybody could see it. And all it did was take me just setting it up. I didn't even have to do anything in there. I mean, I could have just let that go, and it could have just stayed a war in that place, and I wouldn't have had to have said a word. The amount of judgment was okay, boy. Yeah, where's Ken? Is he in here? Oh, I don't know. Oh, which speaking of which, you guys, I've been doing these streams setting up for go live together. So if any of you guys want to, no kidding, but it helped me a lot. Yeah, nice, amazing. But so if any of you guys want to come on here with me and talk in real time or fellowship, I'm going to start doing them all where we do it, go live together. So that way, anytime any of you guys want to just come in, we'll bring you in. You guys can say whatever you want, stay as long as you want, and then um, move on. And then if people want to talk face to face instead of, you know, texting, uh, we can do that. So just so you guys know. So if anybody wants to come on and say anything, just let me know. We're all set up for that. Not to mention last night, for sure, you guys, for sure. Um, I was overcoming heavy last night. When I first came on the stream, we don't know what those how those moments are going to hit us, and I could definitely feel, that spirit trying to take over me and my thoughts. And you guys got to let that go. If I would have fallen into that and I would have fallen into the thought and backed away, you guys, we would have missed all those opportunities last night. So I don't know where Ken's at, but he can come in too. Anybody can. If Ken shows up, uh, Ken, get your butt in here. I don't know what he's doing. Probably dealing with life. Wait, guys, I gotta start stretching more. My like my tendons and muscles in the backs of my legs are way over tight. Oh, I do not like stretching. Yeah, I was getting attacked last night, which is why I joined at 1 a.m. I was glad y'all were on. I was able to overcome. Amazing, Heather. That's exactly why we do it. That's so beautiful. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you and how much I just appreciate your honesty and openness with that because people need to see it, Heather. People need to see that not just in me, but in others. They don't trust one. It's only when we come together like that and they see that so many are doing it that they see, like, wait a second, let me at least look inside myself to see if I have a chance to do this too. Because look, if he's doing it, they're doing it, then this guy's doing it, and that one's doing it, then she's doing it, and then why can I not do it? And then you start to look inward, and then that's how you do it. So I watch the fellowship in the mornings. I always am able to pull something from it. Keith, dude, that's all it is, man. Even if it's just one thing, we don't know what it is. Stop having an expectation, man. People think that they're going to get more, right? Instead of appreciating even one little tiny thing, one moment of revelation, they expect this big giant thing more. So they don't even get the one thing because they're too busy looking for something bigger. So yeah, it's so true. That's for sure. I want other people to overcome. That's right. Yep. And that's God's love. I only want people to overcome that want to. I see God's love and it's amazing. But if they don't want to, I'm just as good with them staying in their hell. I just want everybody to have the opportunity, Heather. That's really what it is. To have that chance to see that perfect, non-judgmental love, and then at that moment you have the choice right then. And if you don't, then that's good too. I have no problem with that. I don't feel bad for them. Um, I don't feel sad for them. Uh, just know exactly what's going on with them, and It's just, it is what it is. The second you start feeling sad, the same thing happens. You start getting into your thoughts about it. If you're sad about it, you want to do something about it. So have no thought. I know it's so hard to come out of emotion, you guys. It is so hard. You want to feel bad about everything and everyone and everywhere, but you can't. That just holds you down. It's all just a thought. So, anyways, you guys are amazing. And like even like I said, I don't know what happened last night towards the end with Stinky either, that whole deal. But man, that was big, you guys. That Stinky deal last night, whatever was going on there, it was big for him too. He needed to see all that. He may have been, um, walling out and trying to show out and stuff, but um, in that moment, he saw all those other things too, and he stayed there. Why would he take the time to stay there through all that? Something was keeping him there. Even if he thinks it was just, oh, I'm going to troll these guys, or oh, I'm going to serve my master Satan. We already know that Satan was his master. He didn't have to come in there and tell us. We could see that. So, dude, that's huge for me. If I don't feel sad, I don't have to let the thought overcome me. Yep, it's so true. It's so true. It is what it is, right? It's neither good nor bad. That's the same thing with the good feelings, Heather. That's why the good ones are the ones you don't see. The good thoughts that you think are from God, mm-mm, mm-mm. It's a trick. It's a setup. It tricks you. Satan wants you to think the good thoughts are there, so that way when you get the bad thoughts, you don't just look at the thought. Then you look at, oh well, if it's not God, then it's me. But it's not. It's Satan the whole time. Even the good ones, they're just setups. You have to watch those. Satan wants you to build yourself up with happy thought. Then when you get happy from it, you stay in thought even when the bad ones come, because you're waiting for that happy thought again. Man, you guys, that's so deep. That is deep stuff right there. A lot of people will never understand that's how that works in thought. They'll think that the happy ones are from God. They don't see it. So that's why you got to come, no matter what, staying emotionless is perfect. Yeah, it's extreme. We have expectation. Yeah. Having no emotion is the closest to God you can get. Just have pure love, which is no hate and no emotion about it, no judgment, just discern good and evil and see things they are what they are. And there's nothing that you can do about that and move on from it. In the moment, if you stay present, you can maneuver your life so that your life's perfect, but you can't fix everybody's life. Just can't do it. You'll destroy your own trying. So, what we do is we just move to those that are like this with fellowship. And those of us that are overcoming, we see that we want to be around that because that's our family now. Those of us that are overcoming are my family. I love you guys. Oh, oh, yeah. See, I'm missing some messages. Let me just go back and read through the messages because I feel like I missed something here. Oh, Keith said he wanted to get Heather a membership. Amazing. Thank you, Keith. She'll get there. She'll get one. Keith. Let's see. That guy, Clab. Hey, did I say hi to you earlier? I can't remember, but hey. Oh yeah, I did say hey. That's right. We were past this. Oh yeah, there's Brian teaching me. Brian's even teaching me today, man. It's beautiful. Okay, so I guess it was just Keith yesterday overcoming embarrassment, putting my golf game on stream. It was rough. Hey, man, that's deep. Those are deep moments, you guys. That moment of embarrassment. But just think, once you overcome that, Keith, now are you going to be worried about it next time? You're going to be worried about it next time. What about something else whenever that next moment comes around? So it's beautiful stuff, Keith. Oh, yeah. Making America Safer, Donald Trump. God bless you, 4J. Thank you, brother. Amazing. I will say, we don't get into political stuff a lot because that's just the world I'm not into anymore. But imagine the evils that that man has to overcome. We don't even understand that at all. We just want to blame and point and hate and judge. Look at the judgment. As soon as you bring politics in it, look at the judgment that comes with it. But nobody just stops for a second and says, man, the things that someone like that in that position, not just him, but all people that hold a position of power like that, the things they have to overcome. Some will never understand that, but it's very deep. And that's why we just don't judge. But we don't talk about it a lot because people just want to fight. Everybody wants to come in just to get somebody else to get riled up. So then it's, two devils fighting. So kind of like what Stinky was doing last night. But I hope he comes back. I think it was amazing. I love him. It was so perfect to see that in that moment. We have got to see those things. Yeah, Stinky was awesome. He just doesn't even know what he was doing. These guys come in, they are true warriors of God, and then they don't give any of it to God. They give it to someone else, they give it to something else, they give it to themselves. They don't even see it. That they're fighting God's battle. That's why, I mean, why, you guys got to see that. Why are they coming into fellowship with that? Would they walk into a church with that? It's because evil's already there. That kind of stuff wants to come to where good is. That's where we are fellowshipping. It knows it. It's very deep. So, yeah, but anything, if you guys want to, I don't know if you guys got into that last night, but if you guys want to, if anybody didn't get to say about um, the, what do you think you should ask for forgiveness or if you should go and forgive, you guys can talk about that right now still. We got cut off short last night. So, And so, because we didn't even get into the actual, because we were headed there, but we didn't get to the actual uh, discrepancy of why we have to see that you can't ask for forgiveness first, because if that was working, right? If you went to the church and you asked for forgiveness and that worked, why do you still have all the issues? Why do you go back and go through the same stuff? Why do you not overcome these moments? Why do you not see your struggles and overcome them? Why do you still think you're suffering? Why do you still battle all these demons if you're forgiven? So you can't go and do that first. First, you have to see the problem. First, you have to see what's going on inside of you, inside your thoughts. And once you see those, then God will show you that you were the one that was wrong. It's inward. You were the one that was wrong. You can't point the finger outward. The only people that were responsible are the ones that gave you that spirit. And that's it. Forgive them, father, mother, step parent, grandmother, grandfather, whoever raised you, whoever brought you from that point where you were perfectly innocent and to the point where you had anger. Someone gave it to you. Forgive them for it. And when you do that, that's when God's forgiveness comes. When he sees that moment, then he will come and he will forgive you because you have forgiven. So, but yeah, if it worked the other way, you wouldn't have to keep coming back. Once I went and forgave you guys, this is huge. I don't have to go and forgive ever again. It's over. It's done. God forgave me. Me and God are one. It's done. I don't have to go and beg for it. I don't have to think about it every single moment and every single day in that way. God just wants me to overcome. I've already finished that part of my journey. If you think that if I fell off from God, fell off the path for one moment, that I have to go and forgive again, God saw that moment already. That moment's done. But church doesn't want you to think that. Church wants you to think you have to come back and ask for it again and come back and ask for it again. God wants that moment over and over again. I mean, it's just, I don't know, guys. And once you stop and you get away from the religion side of it and you just work on yourself and only give it to God, you start seeing that other stuff that they do in that world. Man, it's weird. It's so weird, you guys. One of the best things I learned to use to overcome is that no matter what's been done to me, I have to look at myself, part without finding fault in them. I'm only responsible for me. Well, yeah, you're right about that. I don't know. I guess the part without finding fault. Yeah, no, exactly. That's what we all do. We all want to find what's wrong with them so that way we can see why they hurt us, right? We're like, what's wrong with you? We want to find what's wrong with them. Oh, you're a narcissist. Oh, you're angry. You're this, you're that. And instead, we should just look inward, fix ourselves, and then we know that it's not even them. That's so deep. So true, Heather. Thank you. Yep, that's it. You're only responsible for yourself, 100%. And think about the power you give them when you do that. They know they got you. Especially, it's not them, but Satan. When you give them that power over you, Satan knows he's got you through them. And then he'll use them. If they're not overcoming, he will use them as a tool against you. He'll destroy you through your partner. If you're not overcoming and they're not overcoming, he will destroy you. Now, if you're overcoming and you can see that, though, he can't destroy you anymore. But sometimes you're going to see that it's just not going to work out. They're tools. That's right. Just not going to work out. And there's nothing that you can do to change that person from overcoming. So, like Heather, we talked about this. Sometimes you just have to say, okay, this is where we part ways then. We've done what we can here. I understand. I love you for who you are, but it's time for me to work on me. And in that way, that's that same perfect selfishness that we were talking about, Heather. That journey back to God, it's only for you. Can't take anybody with you. And if they're not going, You just have to leave them behind. And that's perfect to leave them behind. And so, and that's, this journey is spiritual that you're on. So that includes just, the marriage, the problems. If they're not doing it, you can't make them do it. So even if you just started overcoming afterwards, you can't hold on to the past like that. You can't start overcoming, then cling to the past thinking, well, I'll make this work. It's either going to work or it's not. They're either going to see that you're working on yourself, they're going to love that moment and they're going to want to be a part of it, or they're going to absolutely hate you for it. And that'll be that. So like I always say, man, when you guys do this, you have to be ready for the world to hate you. You think that I come on here with the expectation that anybody's going to love me? Man, I know the hate that's going to be thrown at me. And these are the moments that we overcome. This these moments right here, they're huge for me. These moments where I put myself out there like that to allow all the hate to come at me so that way I know that I can never be hurt by it. God wants me to know that. He wants me to know that everything that's thrown at me through all this, it can't touch you. You're a soldier of God. You have the armor of God, you guys. So Heather says, yeah, I learned I have to completely trust God. That whatever happens, just happen. 100%. And see, you're not in control and then don't have expectation. And then when you get to those things, Heather, it's like, wow, well, that was perfect. It's like, I didn't even try. How did that work out so good? We were just talking about that with the story of my mom the other day, where we had our credit card stolen a week ago or something like that. Not the physical, but our number, and somebody was using it, and so we had to cancel it. We got to reset everything back up. So we have to redo the internet. Well, she was just in an absolute panic for some reason over the internet. I have no idea why, but it had to be done right now. Well, she thought that I would just rush down and fix it, but I just simply told her, because we were streaming, we were doing stuff. I was like, hey, the internet bill isn't due. We'll take care of it. I assure you, we'll take care of it before anything happens. But she would not let that settle. I probably had 100 texts that day from her. I was just ignoring them, man. You have to do that even to your family, you guys. Don't let your mothers do that to you. You just have to ignore it. And when I did it, it was fine. I let her sit in whatever she had to deal with. That was not me. I don't care if she was in a panic, mad, angry, anxious, worrying. She's 85 years old. You still have to let them sit in that. The next day, I went down there. It took 5 minutes. I went up to the computer. I said, okay, let's do this, because I told her that I would as soon as I had the chance. But people don't listen and they don't have patience. Hey, what's up, brother? Uh, yeah, like finding y'all God's perfect time. That's so right. And so I went down there. It took 5 minutes and it was all done and over with. So all that worry, panic, anxiety, if she just would have trusted when she asked me, will I take care of it, help her? And I said yes when I have time. If she just would have let that go, would have been gone. Instead, her whole day was consumed in an internet bill. It's like, come on, man. You guys can't do that to yourselves. She wasted a whole perfect, beautiful, God's glory. Go outside, take in the world, smell the air, enjoy every moment about some silly, fake thought that she had to do something to fix an internet because the thought was inside her. It gave her anxiety, it gave her panic, it gave her worry. And instead of sitting in that, overcoming it, she let it just eat her up. But hey, man, I can't help her either. She's gonna do whatever she's gonna do, you guys. So, but it's just lessons that we see. Once God reveals to us, we see those lessons and we learn those lessons. What she's going through, that's obviously for me to learn. I see it. So God's giving me the ability to see that. That's the most beautiful lesson. Oh, nice, Navy. Yeah, good chat last night. Yeah. Too bad we got shut down. So I'll tell you what happened was Ken, there he is. Hey, I got the dual stream up, Ken. Go live together if you want to come in. But what happened was is that whenever I changed my headphones, they died. The sound glitches for some reason on YouTube, and I have to reset the app. So when I reset the app, when I came back, it says restart stream. And so, but when I clicked it this time, it didn't restart the stream. It just like went to a new stream again. So I was like, come on. And I backed out and it just kept going to a new stream, new stream, new stream. So I thought, of course, all those thoughts came to me, Navy, where, oh man, I need to get back in there. We were in the middle of this. I'm in panic, right? And then I see it. I'm like, wait a second. This is the perfect moment for everybody to have to deal with this. And I sat in it because I was in it too. I had to sit in that moment of anxiety and worry about the stream, which was very short for me because I saw it almost immediately, and say, you know what? No, we need this, you guys. We need to be able to overcome these moments too. What if something happens and you have to overcome that on your own? So I thought it was a perfect moment for everybody to just start looking inward. You don't have this anymore to go at each other. Now all you have to do is to look inward. And I thought, man, that's so beautiful and perfect. It must have been meant to be, right? So we just went with it, Navy. I thought it was pretty cool. He says, still upset you canceled that card on me? Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, Keith stole my credit card. You son of a biscuit. Come here. Yeah, Ken, tell me if you're ready, brother. I can bring you on whenever. How many days have we sacrificed to emotion, Keith? That is so deep, brother. How many days have we spent lost in our minds and never lived a second in that day? Not 1 second. Every second of the day was spent in the present and the past, and we were never in the present. And those days just flew by. Other Everything is a mirror. We can reflect the moments or overcome and reflect God. Yes, beautiful. Navy, all good toots. It was late, so I was thinking you're done for the night. You're only human. You need to have rest. Hey, that's right. That Navy, it's just a thought too. We all do that same thing, man. Everybody had that thought. You were thinking that. Stinky was thinking I was, you know, scared. That other guy that was coming in with all that stuff he wanted me to read. He thought I was scared. Like it's so perfect. I want everybody to go with that thought and then sit in it and see that if they were to come back, none of their thoughts would have mattered. It wouldn't matter how many thoughts they have, it wouldn't equal the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's amazing. So yeah. And Navy, no, definitely. It was 2 o'clock in the morning for me. So I mean, it was fine to stop. I could have kept going though. We would have went for another hour like I usually do. But it was just a perfect lesson in the moment. So even for me, like I said, that was for me as well. Keith, oh yeah, that's right. Ken, I think Keith had yours too, brother. Keith, you still got Ken's going, or did you tap him out already? But respect for that mindset, looking out for all of us. Absolutely, Navy. It's so deep, man. Like I said, I'm not in control, right? So sometimes I have to let go of that, what happened, that me being in control of it. That way, whatever God's work, let his will be done. If that shut down and it didn't come back up for whatever reason, people want to say, oh, it's a glitch, computer, moment, whatever. Fine. I'll give it to God. I don't have a problem with that. I give it straight to him. Or we can say Satan did it. And we need to see that in that moment too, if that's the case. So, but no, that's part of God's plan, man. That's how he works. I'm just, a pawn in the game. I let go of thought. Almost 8 grand. Keith, I was going to see if I could borrow a couple bucks, Keith. I heard you came into some money here lately, and yeah, man, it really helped me out, Keith. Are we gonna have to change his name to Thief? Oh, nice. Yeah, you guys, all these moments, like I said, is God revealing through us. So each person, they'll get what they get through God through those moments. But don't let it be your responsibility. Do you and take care of yourself first because, yeah, health is wealth. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got what you're saying. Absolutely. That's right. Man, all those moments though, I feel so wealthy in that fellowship with you guys. The knowledge and just the love of the group. And I see that you guys are in there, fighting for what we're talking about, right? With those people that come in. I see that. You guys are fighting for this. And it's beautiful. But we also got to see that we got to put our weapons down. We've got to put our weapons down, man. Only love. I lost it. Mind sending me a replacement. Keith, nice, brother. Nice. Amazing. Oh, man. Oh, that's right. We're going up. I forgot. Going back to core. So Yeah, really good stuff though. But yeah, we'll be back tonight. So we'll be going again tonight, no problem. I don't know. We do this during the day, and we get some people. And if we had a big stream during the day, I might do some fellowship during the day like this, which we are. We're fellowshipping right here. I get it. But truly, this is just more of a relaxed, let's just talk about life stuff where I'm not going to keep, pushing an idea or, a thought in here, like, um, not a thought, but like, what do you call it? Like, I don't know, the topics that we discuss. Yeah. So in here, it's just more free. Weapons are not carnal. True, bro. So yeah, so deep, maybe. So yeah, but man, there's so many lost souls at night, you guys. Those souls at night that I see are searching for something so deep, they come flooding in, and it's just there's so much more opportunity in the evenings, it seems like that at night when we're doing that for people to overcome. Yeah, just let it flow, brother. Yeah. I tell people all the time, man, when I work out, my mind is I'm overcoming this moment, you guys. I do not think well while working out. You goob. Thank you, IRAP. You goober. Man, my brain twists up, thoughts, my words get mixed up. I forget things so easily. I don't know what it is about exercise that takes that away, but it's just like you can't split your focus when you're doing something like this, like that. So it's been a while since I worked out. Me too, man. I just started back a few days ago. I figured with everything else getting, going perfect in life, why not just add to it? If we're just sitting here chatting anyway, what's the point of not doing something? And I don't work out hard. You guys see, I'm not going hard here. I'm sure somebody's going to be like, Toots, you ain't even working out, brother, which is fine. When my dad passed away, I drifted off. It happens, man. We get stuck in those moments, don't we? Those are the same things, maybe, that we talk about overcoming. The exact same. We let something like that cling to us forever. Yep. No, Navy, I totally get it, man. Because we always say, why me, right? Why would you do this to me? But we don't see he didn't do it to you, that happened was to your father. And we shouldn't be upset, and we should accept it. And it's truly beautiful. Returning to the father like that, Navy, there's nothing better. Please, you guys, when I die, do not mourn me. For real, celebrate. It is a joyous occasion. Returning to the Father is the only thing that I know that I'm waiting for in life. That's it. We have it here in life, but I'm talking about in death. But really, in death, it's just dropping the body. It's everlasting life. Once you overcome and you see that, there's no fear because you're not feared death. You know that you're just returning to the Father. People, what's up? Welcome. Other Navy, I drifted for 9 years after my dad passed. You guys, you see what I'm talking about, man? Even fellowship comes here like this. This is why I don't control this stuff. I really want to come back to my Father, our Heavenly Father. Yeah. Maybe we must forgive, my friend. Go and forgive, Navy, and He will bring you back. He'll show you that perfect love. Isn't it funny too how we talk like, the way we talk, how we say like, I'm sorry to, hear about the sad when it like why are we sorry for it? Like, it had nothing to do with us. I know it's just the way we talk, right? And I understand it's kind of a way to be polite. But if you don't say sorry about it, people get weird, don't they? Like if someone were to say, "Oh, I dealt with that," and instead of me saying, "Oh, sorry about that," I'm like, "Well, that's amazing that happened to you because then you could see God showed you how to overcome that moment." That's something beautiful. Who's weird? The person that says sorry or the person who says that's amazing? You know what I'm saying? But I do understand. I'm not, I'm not giving anybody a hard time. I know that's the way we talk to each other. So I accept that as well. Yeah, I started doing math and all kinds of other stuff. We all try to heal in our each individual ways, but hey, I overcame it and I'm here today. Heck yeah. Navy says baby steps. That's right. God won't pull you all out at once, too, Navy. He's only going to give you just enough to keep you here so that way you can keep advancing every single day. He's not going to give you overwhelming amount. Baby steps is exactly right, Navy. That's what God's giving you. Heather says, I've been on a journey for a little over 4 years now. These guys came across my feed a few days ago and I had instant confirmation I was on the right path. Thank you, Heather. So beautiful. Keith, didn't know math was that hard for you, Ken. Was it the long division? Nice. You guys. Heather says, you just have to decide to surrender. It made my life much easier. And these guys are helping me understand. So true. And truly, Heather, I know that you're here with us, but it is God working through this. It's not me. He just works through me. You guys give it to God. Please don't give it to me. You can invite people to the stream, but let them know God's working through it. Don't give that to me, you guys. I just see his knowledge and his wisdom and understanding. So, but thank you so much. I appreciate very kind words, you guys. A lot of love in here today. You knew what I meant, Keith. Dang it, Keith. Navy says, yeah, it's funny because words make us feel better. We like to hear those positive stuff. Yeah, Navy. Again, and I don't want, yeah, people, if you want to say sorry to people, it's fine. It's the same thing I always tell people about saying, God bless you when someone sneezes. That to me is one of the weirdest things that every single person still does all over the planet. I do not understand that one. How did that? We can't like do anything as one society, but God bless you. When someone sneezes, every person on the planet knows to do that. It's so wild. Sorry, I missed some of these. I got to go back. Heather says, I've been on a journey. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, we already said that one. Sorry. Thank you, Heather. Oh, maybe I didn't miss anything. Nope, I didn't. Okay, never mind. Heather says, I concur. Amazing. Keith, I was waiting for that. I told Toots this morning, I say I think or I feel, then those statements have no meaning. Woof. Keith, brother, that's so deep. When you say that you think something is this way or I feel something is this way, they're not even real. That is so deep, Keith. Let go of those thoughts, you guys. Man, it's just like, because I think what we were talking about this morning, and it's like, I think he's mad at me. You guys, stop doing that to yourselves, you guys. I think he hates me. What? Where do you get this? And this is what happens with people. This is why people hate other groups of people. And I don't want to get into all that hate, but this is why, because they think that's how you are. It doesn't have to do with how you are, really. They think that's how you are, and that's enough. That's all that matters. They think that's how you are. They have a feeling that's how you are. And they'll go with that over the truth, you guys. No matter how many times you tell them, I'm not that, I'm not that. And you know you're not that, right? You know you're not that thing they're telling you. But no matter what you say, they'll never believe you because they think it and they feel it, even though you know the truth. And if you're not careful, this is what happens. You'll believe them. You will believe them over yourself. You guys, you see this happening all over the place right now. With someone calls somebody something, and instead of saying, "What are you talking about? I'm not that," they're like, "You're right. You're right. I'm a terrible person." Like, holy cow, you guys, stop it. Knock it off. Stop giving in to Satan in that moment. Just look Satan straight in the face and say, "Hey, man, I don't know what you're talking about. I love you, and have a great day," and be done with it. You cannot fix people like that. They'll just get inside you. They'll steal your soul. See what's going on with this thing. Be right back. Did turn on. Weird. Maybe it's like if you're down with some kind of flu, sickness, and you really want to overcome those feelings physically. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the body is going to get, sick. But again, that's not you. If you do look and see that even that illness isn't you, you'll overcome those feelings that you're even feeling bad. So, yeah, even the physical ones, you guys. I know that it's very difficult to see that because, sometimes in pain, we don't see it. But have you noticed that, like, when people are in that severe, severe pain where it puts them to where they almost can't even function, it's like they come right back to God. It's like they're running back to Him. If something happens and, they're hurt, they're injured, they're dying, there's an extreme something, they're missing, you know what I'm saying? Like the worst of the worst, instead of messing around at all, when they know that there's a chance that they're that close to death, they come running back to God. All they want is to tell you that they love you, let you know that, let you know. I mean, all that other stuff, none of it matters. When someone's laying there on their deathbed, they never say, "Hey, can you go get all those trophies I earned? I want to hold those one last time before I die." "Hey, can you go get all those clothes I bought? I'd like to try each one of those items of clothes on again before I die." In those moments when we're in deep pain or close to God like that, we see what's real. So deep stuff, you guys. Amazing. Ken says, "How far would they get inside me?" We talking about, Ken? We have the power in our thoughts. Yeah. Yep. 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 Keith, he feels so broke up. He wants to go home. You're almost there, brother. Overcome, my guy. Oh, yeah. Hey, Keith, want for nothing. Want for nothing, and all will be given to you. I can attest. So let me read up here. I can attest to that because physical withdrawals from addiction are purely learning to control your mental thoughts about it. Cravings last for like 2 minutes. It's about mental strength. 100%. So true. As soon as you fall into the thought that, oh, I have to succumb to this because of the physical pain, you already felt, even before you go back to whatever it is that put you in that place and you're going to use again or whatever, you've already lost the battle because you've already said to yourself that you can't overcome it, that the pain is too strong. We destroy ourselves with a thought. That was a thought. Even a thought of you saying, "Oh, I need that drug or I need that alcohol, or I need," right? That was a thought. We didn't catch that thought. That was the first one that came, but it tricked you. And then you said, "Oh man, I can't take this. I can't do this. Look, I'm going to be," but that very first one where you even had that thought of, "I can't overcome that," was the one that got you. We don't see that first one. We have to stop that first one. That first one that came in that even gave you the idea that that was possible. You have to catch that thought right there. Let's see, like fighting a craving from a candy bar. Absolutely. Sugar is just the same way, you guys. People have no idea how addicted they are to sugar. Heather says, Descartes said, I hope I'm saying that right. I think, therefore I am, uh, which condition people to believe their thoughts and who they are, but that's backwards. I am, therefore, that means I control my thoughts. So true, Heather. Very deep. And again, that's what happened. That's what happens when we try and put, human thought into it. Then we start dissecting stuff and we'll go everywhere. Satan will take us to all kinds of places. He'll make up every lie in the world. Keith, yeah, replace with a protein bar instead. Very nice. They're not quite as, delicious, but much better for you. I even go one further, Navy, and I say just replace it with some kind of meat. Just be done with the sensation that you even need to fill that craving. That craving was just a thought, you guys. We're getting deep right now. This is serious, serious deep water. I hope you guys got your waders on, your chest highs, because it's about to get real deep. Yeah, even those cravings are a thought. You thought that you had that craving. Man, you guys, we're so blind to what's going on in our heads. This is good stuff, though, man. This is very good stuff. This is true. You guys, you come back and here we are, right back to fellowship, man. It's amazing. And I love it. He says, "Why do they keep any of that good stuff in vending machines? No meat except for Slim Jims. I don't know. I guess it has something to do with just the how difficult it is to make it last, and it's more expensive and it's less convenient and all those things. So it's all about a dollar, not about health. He says, I'm trying to cut sugar first for my beginner workout routines. Yep. And, again, just like with what we said with returning to God, with the same thing with your diet, baby steps, maybe. Baby steps, man. Do one little thing. If you put sugar in your coffee in the morning, just have 1 cup without it first. And then maybe you'll have 2 cups without it. And then the next day, maybe you'll have 3 cups without it. It's all baby steps, man. It's all leading you to returning to the Father and seeing that those thoughts, even the thoughts about sugar, and then too, still, if you're going to have sugar, stop having the thought that you're doing something wrong. Just know that you're going to change. It's going to come. God's going to give it to you. And then don't have an expectation of when it's going to come or happen. And then stop judging yourself every time you do it. We have to stop committing to things with all our intention. And then when we don't complete that, we destroy ourselves. We immediately judge ourselves. We think, oh, I'm going on a diet. I'm definitely going on a diet in January. January comes, you don't go on a diet, you hate yourself. We can't do that. Just say, I think, you know what? I think I want to go on a diet, but I'm going to just see what's coming. We'll see what happens. You just have a wait and see mentality, no expectation. But I do feel like, I want to go on a diet. That's fine. Don't identify with it, though. That way, if it doesn't happen, you guys aren't judging yourselves. Wait, you never told me I needed to bring my waiters? Yeah, Ken, that's what I was saying, man. Shit gets deep in here. You don't want to get dookie on your knees. Navy says, true, Keith. Dip your toes in the water, Ken. Just to give him a little dip. Listen, I'm not drinking my coffee without sugar. Ken says, look, man, I'm not drinking my coffee without sugar, okay? Stop it. Leave me alone. Get behind me, Satan. Not right, Ken. Ken will fight to have sugar in his coffee. If you tell Ken to not have sugar in his coffee, he will hate you. Just kidding, Ken. I love you, brother. I love having fun with you guys, man. We can't just always be dead serious, right? You have to be a normal person, you guys. When people see that you're normal, it's much easier to do this kind of stuff. When people think that if someone has the impression of me that I'm better than them, they're not being themselves in that moment. When people come in here and they're like, look, oh, I'm already better than this guy. Let's see what's going on. At least then they're going to take the time to see what's happening, you know, but I'm better than no one. And I don't want you guys to think that I am. I know that I am exactly the same as every person on the planet. Those same demons, I have to overcome those just like everybody else, man. So, yeah, listen, man. Listen, man. Navy, usually one big glass of water does it for our cravings. It can definitely help. Water helps for sure, Navy. Definitely. This is exactly, yeah. I mean, but again, the thought is that you're having the craving, right? The key to all of this is in the thought. Once you overcome the thought, you can overcome everything. And water though is good. And drink water and, but don't go crazy. People do that too. Have you noticed that, you guys, that people like they get so much into water. Like there's something they got to have so much water and such an amount and do this and do that with water. Man, you guys, God gave you these gifts. When you're thirsty, drink water. It's very simple. It's so simple, you guys. But we think we know all people. Just they want to get so deep into it, man. It's like, hey, man, God gave you this great gift of knowing when you need water, and it's when you're thirsty. Sugar and milk belong in coffee. Me and Ken will die on this hill. You sure will, brother. True, we have to humble ourselves. Yep, maybe for sure. Like I said, you guys do it. Try it. If it doesn't work out, don't judge yourself. Get back up, do it again tomorrow. Don't think about that moment again. When you fall away or you don't accomplish something that you think that you had set a goal for or whatever, just come right back, man. Name says you are humble too. I see the Holy Spirit in you straight up. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I truly appreciate that. It is 100% God working through me, and he gave me that Holy Spirit, man, and through the teachings of Christ. So in that all three are a very important part of this. We just don't say that all three are God. Otherwise, they would have told us they're God. It would have been straight from the word of God that, hey, that's God and this is God. But he separated for us to see the order that we need to. It's very deep, but people just fall into that. They think they know what's going on, man. So thank you, Navy, though, man. Very kind words. I really appreciate it. And I can see that where you're at right here, you're doing the right thing too, man. You are here, you're working on yourself, and so you're one of God's children, man. You can tell. That's what we're doing here. Thank you, guys. Can I stand with Keith and the delectable nectar of sugary coffee? I know, guys. I used to be, hey, man, I used to drink sugar in my coffee. I get it. I used to always have sugar in my coffee. It wasn't until I overcame that sugar in my coffee, you guys, that I never had sugar in my coffee again. Once I overcame that, though, I've never had it again. Couple little hummingbirds just sucking on God's sweet sugary nectar. Navy says, you guys don't like honey or any other substitute? Very interesting. I mean, the thing is that maybe in the same way, you should check out our podcast too if you get a chance sometime. But we do this in nutrition too. And then when we start looking deeper into that, you realize that when you substitute one thing for another, it's just the same thing. And you know what? That's so spiritual too, Navy. This is so good. I love when God reveals to me in real time. We do that in spirituality too. We try and substitute one thing with another thing, and it still doesn't give us what we're looking for. You know what I mean? Still does the same thing. We try and substitute one instead of just going straight to God, the perfect answer. We try and substitute everything else for it. So that's deep, brother. Uh-oh, we're going fast. Hold on, I got to go back. Let's see. Usually fine with black, but sometimes I need sweetness. Well, I do put heavy cream in my coffee, just a little bit. I just like that little tiny bit of cream to take off that, bittery edge of coffee. But now we don't even drink hot coffee anymore. My wife's been making cold coffee, man, and it's so much better in the warm days than drinking coffee all day long. So really digging the cold coffee. Heather, I love that I have a job where I can listen to y'all. It makes it so much easier to do this job. There's so much evil around us, and for a long time, I let it get to me. Now I can just be, wow. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, you guys. That's beautiful, Heather. That's absolutely amazing. God bless you, man. He gave you that opportunity to see Heather, and you're doing just the right thing. Just stay with it. You're absolutely perfect. He says, I'll use honey tomorrow. See, looky there. Navy. Yep. You are trying, man. We see it. You guys are in the right place for sure. Just keep working on yourselves, Ken. No, not really. I already cut out most of everything else out of my diet, so I'm going to leave the sugar in the coffee. God bless you, brother. Hey, man, you guys, God gave you the ability to leave the sugar in your coffee. I'm gonna let you do it too. No judgment here. We love all of you. Heather can use stevia. It tastes better, in my opinion. All right. I'm hiding in a corner at work. Keith says, yeah, he's hiding to be able to do this. If anybody sees him, he's going to be in so much trouble, you guys. Don't tell on Keith, you guys. He's going to be in trouble. Ken says, keep your treating and get out of the corner. Yeah. Heather says, yeah, Keith, my office is in the corner of the service department of my job, surrounded by dudes all day and angry customers. Yep. Yeah. No, everybody, we're all surrounded by evil. That's why I came out to where I'm at. I'm in the middle of the woods. Nobody comes out here. I'm alone and I want to be alone. Of course, with my wife, but we're alone out here. We don't want to be around people like that. We don't need it. People are just evil and full of hate and, it's not good. So, but in here with you guys, seeing the good, I might be looking at things, just too bleakly. We need to do these things. We need to be able to get out and share that love. So I'm going back to it. I'm coming back to it as well, you guys. I learn every day as well. God reveals to me every day. I'm not some super knowledgeable, unbelievable, holier than thou person. We all have these moments. I'm just like you guys, and that's why we do this. It's just that God, the things that God has given me, those revelations God has given me, I share them with you so that way you know it's possible for you guys. And some people have had those same things. Some people come in here, and we talked about testify last night. I've never even used that word before, but some people come in and testify that same thing. They've had those same revelations. It's for us, those people that have had them. This is for the others to see that it's possible, and then they can search for theirs as well. But that's all it is. We're all just the same. We are all brothers and sisters of Jesus Christ. So, oh, I missed some. Top, what's going on, brother? Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm missing all kinds of stuff. Okay, get out of the corner. Okay. Keith says, make me. I'll tell, Ken says, I'll tell Barb's. Nice. You guys, if you ever see Flawed Barbie in here, that is Keith's wife. So heads up. Oh, wait, maybe I shouldn't have said, sorry, Barbie. She might want to come in and, snoop on him, see what he's doing in here. Let's see, Navy. Wow, you are so right. We turn to music, social media, and whatever instead of God first. I guess that's my problem. That's everybody's problem. And you can use those if you just get right with God, focus on you and God first, let go of that stuff, and then He'll show you that you can use social media, you can do all that stuff, and you can decipher the evil that's in it, and none of it will affect you, and that's fine. He's not judging you for those moments. So He's only judging you because you've fallen away and you haven't returned yet. He's just waiting on you. Come back to Him, and then this kind of stuff that you think that all people think, but because he does care about it, because what you're interpreting from it is evil, because you're not allowing him to give you the device that you need to discern through all of this. So but you're here, so he's working through you. That's the great part, is that he still gives you those moments. It's just that you have to catch it, which is what you guys are doing, which is absolutely perfect. Maybe I don't do social media, I just like it. I understand. Top, good evening at work. Just watching. Top, what's going on, brother? We love you, my guy. You guys, Top's a streamer too. We was in there talking to him last night, and he does a lot of stuff over there. You guys, check it out. Gaming, chatting, hanging out. So amazing. We love it. All love here, my guy. Heather says, all that anger changed me, though. It made me reflect on my own shortcomings. Heather, that's what God wants. You see, Heather, that moment right there, that's all God wants you to do. See what you did so you can understand what's going on inside of you and return to Him. It's that simple, you guys. There's nothing more to it. Heather, you are exactly on the right path. Brian says, damn right. I'm evil and full of hate. Brian knows it. He sees it, and he's working on himself, you guys. That's why Brian's here too. Brian, don't judge yourself, brother. Look at where you're at, my guy. You know, you're seeing it. And in those moments that you're seeing it, you are working on it. Even if you think I'm not working on it because I still have those moments, just the fact that you see that those moments are what they are, you are working on it, you guys. Social media is the devil's sandbox. Look what happens when we combat that. Tea flowers, burning witches, and burning warlocks. Let's see, Navy. That's the life I want. You are blessed, bro. Amazing. Thank you. Just stay with it, brother. Maybe you're on the path, man. Trust me, you're on the path. You will get there. Just have no expectation of what that is. Have no expectation of what or where that path is. Just know that you're on it and keep going through it, you guys. That's all you got to do. He says, out of the grind. Oh, and what did I miss here? Okay. Top says, chilling like always at this boring job, my guy. Well, I mean, you're blessed to have that job. And if it's boring, it's perfect. God loves boring. Boring is absolutely perfect. Boring are these times that we can look within ourselves. So that's perfect, Top. Amazing. Ken. Brian. Yeah. Oh, about him being, yeah, he knows, right, Ken? Yeah, he's a good guy, man. We love Brian. Maybe out of the grid, mind your own business, do your own thing, forget the government. Oh, yeah. And for that matter, forget all earthly things, you guys. Leave earthly things for the earth. They're not for us. Return to God, and then you'll see that those earthly things don't mean anything. You will use those earthly things to maneuver through, but they'll mean nothing to you. You'll hold the possessions, the material part of the world will hold no power over you. You won't be controlled by money. You won't be controlled by greed. You won't be controlled by possessions or material things, and it'll be perfect. And Heather, facts. Thank you, Heather. You guys are amazing. I'll do a little more here. because we could just chat, but I just feel like if we're just chatting, I might as well just keep working on my body a little bit. It's not much. I'm not even doing that much. So keep doing some, huh? Uh, Where's the long bar? Do I have room for the long bar? Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, I think I do. Let's see. I don't think I've used the long bar since I've been here. Oh yeah, we got plenty of room. Where's my rag? My shit is so dusty. You guys see? I'm right here in front of you guys. Look at the dust coming off this shit. It's how long I've been since I've done this stuff, man. Got to get back to it. That's why we're doing it. But I had to get right spiritually to understand the other things that I needed in life. So through that, it has unlocked the rest of all this. And it's absolutely perfect. But to just the same, if I wasn't doing this, you guys, you have to be able to say, hey, I don't care about that either. I used to be so hard on myself and judgmental when I missed one day of exercise. If I didn't work out, I went nuts. And I've seen now that I was putting exercise as my God as well for a long time. It was all I cared about. I put it above everything else. Let's see. Navy or statuses, especially when it comes to family comparing over money, job positions, achievements. I know, right? Man, it's a battle. It's like a battle of status, just like you said. Whenever you go to a family, it's everybody's judging everybody. And imagine if you walk in and you go, yeah, I lost my job. I started using drugs. My wife left me. Uh, I she took the kids, but I don't care about them. Imagine if you came in and said all that at your family event. Imagine the judgment that would be around you. How many people do you think would just come up to you and say, hey, man, none of that stuff matters, bro. We love you. Don't worry about that, man. Just, hey, let's focus on the present right now. You're here. You're with us. Don't even worry about it. Let's go, baby. How many families are like that? That's pure love. That's God's love. Is having no judgment. Like, hey, man, I know, man, all you're having all that stuff going on, but the truth is, none of it matters. It couldn't make me love you any different. So let's just be in this moment instead of living all of that that just happened to you. Right now, God's showing you that we can be in this moment instead. Stop thinking about that, man. But anyway, for example, with family, maybe waste of time and energy. That's why I'm done with comparing. Yep. Yeah. Don't compare yourself to other people. That's the worst thing you can do. You don't want to be like anybody anyway. You want to be yourself. Find yourself. You're perfect just like you are. Um, nobody out there. If you want to compare yourself, do it spiritually. Do it. How do these people have all this stuff, but they're not right with God? How does people have all these millions of dollars, but they still have depression? How do people get all this money and all these cars and all these homes, but they still have anxiety and fear and sadness and grief and loneliness? Don't fix that stuff. None of that'll fix that. And then when you compare yourself to them, you'll get stuck in that world as well. So yeah, get right spiritually and you'll see that the things of the earth are not of God. We want to be of God. But through him, if you do that, he'll give you everything on earth that you could possibly ever need. And I'm not going to even say it could be billions of dollars he may give you. But whatever the reason is, he'll figure that out and I have no expectation of it. So I'll be just as happy and I'll be just as good if he gives me $0. I'll figure it out. we'll make our way through this moment with whatever we have to do. I'll overcome that as well. So if that's what he sees for me, he wants to strip everything away from me and he wants me to have nothing. I'll overcome that too. Be just as fine as if I have everything I could ever want. So yeah, we don't even know what we want, right? You guys, God told us, want for nothing. You don't know what you want. Even if you do, you don't know what you want. You think you do, but that's just the devil tricking you. But unfortunately, we can't trust no one but God because people let us down, even family. Yeah, but I'll tell you though, if you don't have an expectation put on them, Navy, they'll never let you down. I have not been let down one time since I overcame. Not one time have I been let down because I know that what's going on inside of them. You don't judge them when you are let down by them. You've judged them. You've built an expectation of them, even maybe just even with the word family, that they're going to do something different. But they have that same spirit, the exact same one. You can never ever expect anything from anyone. 2020 was a big eye opener. Yeah. Yep. Should have been for a lot of people. People should have been able to open their eyes and see evil right in front of them all over the place. But I can see how it's no different than anywhere else. If you're not looking for it, it's right there in front of you and you never see it. So, but I can tell you this, that evil is definitely growing and growing bigger and stronger and gaining momentum and gaining more power. And if we don't just come together like this and talk and fellowship and be able to discuss these moments and tell each other that, um, the truth in these fellowships, then evil will take it all. Evil will have the whole planet. It'll be done. We'll be washed away. Think about that. And how close are we to not even having God in our lives anymore? How close are we of civilization that God will be not even mentioned? That it'll be all either science or all the belief will be taken away. Those stories will just become fairy tales to people, like Roman mythology. How long before that happens? CJ, let's go, brother. We've been made new through Christ. This morning brings a new start, new challenges, new blessings. Let's be present, gentlemen. CJ, thank you, brother. Man, I love you guys. Amazing. Welcome, CJ. How are you doing? And this is so much fun, you guys. I don't even care about the rest, man. This right here, what's going on with you guys? This is amazing. Used to be caught up with Keith used to be caught up with double standards at work, hard to get over, eventually realized just to do me. Yep, F them. That's right. Hey, oh, thank you, Keith. He says like and subscribe, everybody. Yeah, thank you, brother. And we appreciate it. So yeah. Man, work is so tough, you guys. Keith is so right, man. The workplace, maneuvering through not getting overwhelmed with evil at the workplace is so hard. The second that somebody gets something that you don't in the workplace, we think it's because of us. We go right inward with that. If John across the desk that does the same job as you, he gets a 15-cent raise and you get a 10-cent raise, you think it's you. You don't see that those things are in that person and the boss. That is that same spiritual battle, you guys. It ain't you. As long as you know that you're doing, because you'll see, like what ends up with Keith happening is these people, they do half the work that he does. They call when people can't do the work, they call Keith. Keith comes in and does the work for them, right? And even though they're higher up on the levels scale than he is, he's coming in doing their work for him. Well, you know, Keith would be, seeing like, hey man, why is this person getting this and I'm doing all this, and why does he get this and I'm doing all this? And he's seeing right now, and this is what he's talking about in those moments, instead of worrying about what that person has, he just goes through it, he fixes the machine, and he ignores all that thought. That's Satan telling him, why is this person better than you? Why is this person this and this, when it has nothing to do with Keith? Keith is just doing the right thing. He's doing his job. He's going above and beyond what other people aren't. And instead of just being okay with that, he compares, and it's not him. I'm just saying we all do it. But in this moment where he sees it, it's exactly what God wants. God is allowing Keith to see that what he's doing in that moment He needs to only reflect on himself in there. And then in that, he won't care what anybody else in the place does or has or any of that stuff. Workplace can be toxic for real. Yep. 100%. Yeah. When you start getting into what everybody else thinks about in the workplace, you'll destroy yourself. My buddy Ralphie, he talks about it. He, he lets thought, he says stuff to me like, hey man, I don't know, man. I just feel like I'm going to get fired. I'm not doing a good job. I feel like I'm going to get fired. He lets those thoughts consume him. And I get it because we've all done it, right? And then he'll call me 2 days later and he'll be like, dude, I got a raise. Like, wow, man, why do we do that to ourselves? Why do we, why do we sit there lost in thought without even knowing the truth? But he probably lived for 2 or 3 days in hell, straight hell, thinking he was going to lose his job, thinking they hated him, thinking all this stuff. And then when he got to that meeting, they said, man, you're doing a great job. Here's a raise. Keep it up. In fact, would you like a little more responsibility? We have another position. You know what I'm saying, you guys? But in his mind, he was about to be fired. In his mind, they hated him. We let our minds trick us. We let our minds build up a whole story. And then because if he, and then too, he might have, if you weren't, at least willing to go through it, because it was a career for him, obviously. So he's willing to go through it. But imagine if it was something as little as like a basketball pickup game, right? You go, you're there, you're like, hey guys, man, can I get in? They're like, yeah, man, we play on Fridays, man. Show up next week or whatever. And then you're watching and you see someone look at you and you go, man, they don't like me. Fuck, these guys hate me. Yeah, what am I doing, man? These guys don't want me here playing. And then you leave and never come back, and you let those thoughts control you. And you could have came and played a little pickup game, and who knows what would have happened because you made those thoughts up yourself. None of them said that through a look. You know what I'm saying? But we build up so much in our minds instead of just showing up. And if they did hate you, then confront it and deal with that. They'll be like, what? We hate you. Get out of here. Let them say it to you if that's the case. Don't just think it. You'll run away from everything in the world if you let thought control you. Let's see. Especially when it comes to gossip, I'm so done with that. Oh, gossip is straight from Satan. You guys, do not gossip. It is one of the worst things that you can do. It makes you feel so good, you get lost in it. And it is pure evil, you guys. Be still and be silent. Instead of God. In fact, you guys, this is a great thing to do. And I love doing this now. What I like doing is when I hear people gossiping, just totally be silent. Don't go into it at all. Be silent, listen to it. And in those moments, God shows you, He's like, hey, look at this. Now you see what you look like when you do this. And I don't have to judge them in that moment because now I see that was me too. I'm like, okay. But in that moment of being still and not going into that is how I overcome those moments like that. Maybe says, amen. I just want to do my job and mind my own business. That's right. Focus on you. If you do that, it'll be perfect at the workplace for you. You can do that too. It's not, you do have to overcome though, all those thoughts. Thought will keep you locked up there. Do you stand with Israel? Well, I love everyone. So I don't know what that means. Do I stand with Israel? But I love all. So if that's not the answer you're looking for, then I might not be able to give you the answer. After the genocide. I don't know, man. Again, I love all. Yep. We love all, my friend. So maybe that's the thing. People love the gossip at work. That's their entertainment. Oh yeah. Oh, big time. It's the number one thing they love to do. Yo, the water cooler, maybe? They're just waiting to be at the water cooler. They're just standing there. foaming at the mouth to spread the word of Satan. What if we flip that maybe? And instead of at the water cooler, we gossip? What if we fellowship? Can we change that, you guys? Can we start that? Can we start water cooler fellowship? That's the thing. People love the gossip at work. That's their entertainment. Yeah, we can't start. Unfortunately, we can't start. It would be really neat to have water cooler fellowship, but man, as soon as you do, someone's going straight to HR. Satan will come right into them and they'll destroy something that would be so perfect and beautiful. Yep, keep straight to HR. Keep says. Indeed, sir. Indeed. Mm, my goodness. But man, that would be cool, wouldn't it? I think that'd be so much fun. You go to work and then you go up to the water cooler and you're like, "Hey man, did you overcome anything? Did you have anything to overcome this weekend? Hey man, did you see the love in that situation earlier where you saw that he handled that with perfect peace and he didn't get angry? Man, that was beautiful, wasn't it? That's the kind of gossip I want to be involved in. Hey man, are you guys going to fellowship tonight? Oh yeah, and it's my it's the one time that I go and I can be around people and I don't feel like I'm being judged. That kind of water cooler stuff would be amazing. And people look at you weird because you don't put in your 2 cents about people's business at work. Yep. And maybe that's a great thing too. You should want that. These moments where you're like, people look at you weird, want people to look at you weird. You know you're on the right thing. When evil's coming at you, the hard as it can come, you know you're on the right path. It will be thrown at you. They're going to not only look at you weird, they're going to look at you with anger. They're going to talk about you behind your back. You're going to become the subject as you overcome. And you got to go through it. You got to go through it and show them that it doesn't affect you at all, that the armor of God has protected you from all of it. And you can go and you can laugh right along with them and hug them and say, I love you, brother. True, I have a glass of water and fellowship. Sounds good. I know it, man. It'd be so different. It would be so different. But instead, we want to go around the water cooler and spread evil. He says, after conversations with Toots forever, workplace conversations just aren't worth the time. Our latest podcast was specifically about this. It sure was. Yep. Once you start having conversations like this about working on yourself and going inward, that workplace, chit chat, friendly chit chat, and gossip, and all those little things, it's unfulfilling. It's so empty. There's nothing at the fake feelings. They don't love, they come and they say, oh, they smile in your face and they hate you. That's so fake, isn't it, you guys? Who wants to deal with that? Show them perfect love. When they look you in the face and they hate you, show them perfect love. Find out what's going on. Let them know, you guys. So it could change things. You know, it also could get you fired because that's how evil works. As soon as you start doing that, man, the boss may be consumed with evil. He'll come right and drop it all on you. Ken says, uh oh, I missed it. Or have a glass of water and prayer. That's right. Ken said, they may even call you bald, but hey, overcome. Yeah, they might call you a shiny potato, man. They might be like, hey, you shiny potato head looking sucker. And then you'd have to overcome that too, Ken. That's what happened in chat the other day. Ken had just shaved his head and they said, look at that shiny potato. Where is it? Hold on. I'll be right back, Ken. I got something for you. I got to pull the stream up there real quick. Hold on. Good stuff, you guys. This is amazing. I never can expect what's going to happen here when we're doing this stuff, you guys. Took a while, Ken, but we got it. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. We gotta let Ken sit in this for a minute. Yeah, Navy, I feel you, man. I'm 5'7". I'm a shorty too. There you go, kid. My little shiny potato friend. Ken, if you keep your head shaved like that and change your channel to Mr. Potato Head or something, dude, you'll take off, brother. It'll blow your mind, man. But you have to be ready to take all that hate, man. You better get right with yourself because they're going to come at you hard. But people would love the Mr. Potato Head. You better go ahead and make that channel real quick, dude, before someone steals it. Just go make the Mr. Potato Head channel real fast. The Potato Head. Yep. Yep. You'd have something there. I mean, you have to embrace those things, right? Those gifts that God gave us. If you're a potato head, man, embrace the potato head, man. Go full in potato head. Put on the big red lips, the nose, the ears, and just go potato heading. Full in. Kenny, hello, my fellow homosexual comrades. Welcome, Kenny. You read us like a book, brother. We're having one of our meetings. Welcome. You're in the right place. Kenny, this week's topic, pole to hole or pole to pole? What do you guys think? This one's for Kenny, you guys. This one's for Kenny. Nah, we're just messing around, Kenny. We love you, brother. Welcome. Oh, the lake's starting to fill. There was a lot of rain last night, I guess. The lake's quite a bit fuller than it was. That's what we'll do. Mhm. Sometimes you never know where the stream's going, you guys. You just never know. I'm sorry, guys. If you, because I think there was a guy, I think his name was Tim or something. I can't remember if it was Tim, so I don't want to misspeak, but I think that was him. And we had a great conversation. And he was working on himself, and it was beautiful. And he saw what I was going on here. But I told him, I said, "Short Kings for life, the King of God." Yeah. But I told him, I said, "Hey, man, you know, I completely respect everything, but because he was like, be serious or whatever. He said something like, be serious. And I told him, I was like, because he wasn't talking to me, he was talking to somebody else. But I was like, hey, man, just so you know, we don't make people be serious in here, man. This is a place for people to be free of all that judgment and expectation. And so we're going to joke, we're going to laugh, we're going to smile. You're going to see silly stuff. You're going to see, that's why you have to be overcoming to see this stuff. So that way you don't identify with it. And he said, well, when I return to God, I put away my childish things. I totally understand it. I completely understand it. I said to him, I get it. But what God was talking about in that moment was the imagination, not you can't play a video game. There was no video games. How would have God been able to have seen that people had to understand the same thing before there was video games? He's not talking about that. He's talking about the same thing that the people before video games there was. They would have fallen away from God into the imagination. And that's what he means, put away your childish ways. When you had that spirit of anger given to you, you went straight into the imagination as a child, and you've been there ever since. You've lived there ever since. And that's what God wants you to overcome. Not having a good time, not smiling, not playing a game, not doing what people would call childish or immature things. If you want to go out and run and play tag with a group of guys, I don't understand how that's a childish thing unless you're in the imagination thinking you're a child, right? That's just you having a good time. So if you and I respect him for I told him, I said, Tim, no worries, man. But this is where this place is, and I don't think he's been back. So I respect him for his beliefs. I definitely don't hate him for it, for sure. I completely understand what he's saying. I think he's looking at it wrong, but I have no, I can tell him that, and that's as far as it goes. He can take it as far as he wants to make sure that he overcomes whatever demon he's feeling with. So anyway, we just don't want that around here, right? We don't want that judgment. So we want to come in. I'm going to be silly too, you guys. I'm a silly goose. You guys go back and look at my gaming streams. I'm a silly goose, man. That's where we came from. And that inherent silly gooseness was, I didn't realize it at the time, was that pure love trying to work through me of making people happy and making people smile and making people feel good. I was just in my own ego. I didn't see that at the time. But as I've come out, I can still be silly goose, but now it's not for me. It's just for a good time, you guys, for everyone. Has nothing to do with me. I got to be able to be myself. You guys got to be able to be yourself. I can't not be myself because someone says they put away their ways. That's not in me. That's fine for him, and I totally respect it. And we got to be able to talk like that to each other as well. We got to be able to say, "Hey, man, this is the way, but you do you, and I respect you for it." And that's it. No hate, all love. Navy says, I feel you can be too serious at times. Indeed, Navy. Heather, exactly. Anger is an adult temper tantrum. So true. So true. We can put away our childish ways, um, and it have nothing to do with the action that you're doing. It's all in the thought. Putting away your childish ways is in the thought, man. Stop thinking in the imagination. Stop living in the past and the future. I'm right now in the present. There's nothing childish. Think about that. How deep is this, you guys? What if you have a child? Are you supposed to put away your childish ways to where you couldn't connect with that child and show them in a playful manner and play with them and play games with them and show them that perfect love in all of those games? You know what I mean? That would that not be going back to childish ways? If I get down on the ground and I were to play Legos with my son or Hot Wheels, is that me going turning to childish ways? You know what I'm saying? Isn't that deep, you guys? That's so deep. How could you put away something when you don't know what the future holds in that way, except for thought? Do put away the thought of childish ways. Put that thought away. Get out of the imagination. Let go of that. That time is done. Flying around. So, anyways, this is deep, you guys. Man, we always getting deep around here, aren't we? Oh yeah. That's right. Oh, here. Hey, turn you guys. Turn. So yeah, I want you guys to look at me so that way I can go through all those feelings too. I need to make sure I overcome all embarrassment and feelings of awkwardness and anything that Satan tries to give to me, you guys. I have to try and overcome that right in real time. That's why I do all this stuff like this. I want you guys to see me, so I have to overcome those moments. Whenever these guys are telling me, look at my hairline and this bald guy and all that stuff, I need that. I have to be able to overcome those moments. Everything that comes at me like that, I 100% need it. That's why, and you guys are amazing. I'm not saying it's wrong, but when you stop them, um, that's not what, I need that for me. You guys are stopping them from, trying to stop them from giving me everything that I need to be able to overcome and see that I have none of that in me. Not that I'm upset about it. I appreciate it so much, you guys. But yeah, truly, you guys don't have to defend me at all, ever one time in chat. Never think for 1 second I have to defend this guy for sure. So. Oh my goodness. Ayo, Potato Head in the house. There he is. We're talking about a potato head? Hey, we talking potato head? Look at him. What a genius. Did you make your picture? I hope you took a picture and put that as your pro. Oh no, you didn't. I see your picture. Your picture has to be your potato head, Ken. Put your potato head in the picture. I love this. Ken is truly testing himself right now, you guys. Ken is truly testing himself because he's going to see when people see that and then they're going to go hard at him. He's going to be like, "Uh-oh, can I handle this? Can I handle it with perfect love?" is the question. Of course he can handle it, but can he handle it without falling into anger or fighting back? Got to change the passwords and all kinds of stuff. I don't even remember passwords, but still, at least you got the name, right? That's so perfect, brother. It's so perfect. Andres, you're so calm sometimes. I think it's like watching Bob Ross. Wow, thank you, brother. Very deep. Amazing. Yep. There was a very spiritual deepness in that, the way Bob Ross came across. Now, I don't know because I never met the man in person, obviously, so I don't know if he had overcome that spirit, but definitely it felt like he didn't have that spirit of anger in him when he was doing those paintings. So you never can know what's in a man. So I don't want to say that I claim that I know that he had overcome that, but I didn't spend enough time with him to see that. And truly, you never know deeply, but usually you can tell when you sit down, you start talking to people, and you start getting into stuff like this. You can see if they're overcoming that and they have that God's love to return. But yeah, he definitely had that vibe about him, didn't he? Yes. Yeah, I got the name. I tried so many times. This one was available. Yeah. Well, it works, man. It works. It's perfect. 2026, Mr. Tatehead. Oh yeah, again, you guys, if any of you guys want to come in here, man, I've got these streams set up for going live together. So if any of you guys want to come in, overcome a moment, come out in front of us, say hi, testify, tell us something, talk for a little bit, nothing at all to do with that, just come in and goof off. You guys, I've got it set up that we can do that. So if anybody wants to do it, um, I just have to be able to copy and send you a link somehow. If we can figure that out. Most of the time I have people obviously that I do with like in my phone, but I don't really know how to do it. But it would be great for me to find out in that moment as well. Let's see, what does it say? Messages, Facebook, X, mail, Telegram, or copy link. Yeah. So anyway, we gotta try and figure out how to do that. I guess Keith, that would be what the Discord will be good for is when we get the Discord going. If we do that, we can drop the link in the Discord when we need to. Someone can come in, get the link from the Discord, put it in their stuff, and then they can come straight onto the YouTube directly. So we might have to do that, which we could do that anyway, because someone could message me on Discord and then I could send them the link and bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. Let's see. Ken says, yeah, but he can get upset. He's regular like me and you. Regular, huh? You calling me regular, Ken? Who are you calling regular? See, guys? Navy toots. I can't help myself. I like to stand for brothers, sisters if they're doing the right thing. I get it. I totally get it. And again, I'm fine with it. I just don't want you guys to think that you have to do it. You do it if you want. I'm totally fine with it. It has nothing to do with me. That's inside of you guys, so it's fine. No judgment here. But yeah, but you definitely don't have to. You can sit there with me and just take it all in and smile, knowing that Toots is protected. Nothing to worry about. But please, if you want to defend, go ahead that too, man. It just ends up, like I say, you gotta be careful. Ends up two devils fighting, man. Let's see. Mr. Ross was an Army Ranger. Wow, Keith, amazing. Did not know that, you guys. Cool, cool stuff. Ken says, yeah, Bob was a legend. He was a badass man. Chap says, what up, Unc? What up, chap? Welcome, brother. Keith, a good light. Very nice, Ken. Yep, what's up, chat? Oh, regular, degular, baby. Maybe says, usually I'm camera shy, but maybe one of these days he's, hey, I get it. No pressure. I just want to know that for everybody, the opportunity's there. There's no reason that we shouldn't be able to do that. That I can bring people, I can bring anybody, any of you guys in, so we can talk for a minute, discuss something, go over it. I won't argue with anybody. So if that's the thing, as soon as someone starts arguing, we'll probably end it. But other than that, we'll go for whatever. We can discuss things as long as we can say, well, this is how, this is what I see, this is what you see, and end it at that, then it'll be perfect. And we can go on. But as soon as someone starts saying, you're wrong, you need to do this, you need to do that, stuff, um, you know, and then I say, okay, I understand what you're saying. And then if they do it again and again, like what happens in chat, like with those guys, and we'll just end it because I can control it all here. So it won't be a big deal. And especially not like when I'm working out, obviously it's a little bit more, but when we're sitting down and we're doing fellowship, it'll be so easy to do that. So, and eventually if we ever get, to where we're moving forward in that way, I'll have somebody else just kind of standing by to help us and they can get it set up. And that way we can have people one right after the other if that's the way it goes. And we'll just have people come on and talk and chat. That way you can see. I think there's so much more you get from it when you see like what you're seeing in me. With texting like this, you guys, it's so hard to see the truth through somebody. Even with this, you guys can see me, you can look into my eyes, you can, see my mannerisms, you can see the way that I speak to you guys. And I think you can see truth in people in that way, even though this way is difficult, but through text, you get nothing. You don't get anything. I believe you guys. I take you at your word. I tell everybody I take them at their word. If you come in the chat and you tell me something, I just take you at your word. I don't question. It's not up for me to question. Just take you at your word. I call it like I see it. And then we talk about that. If you say you're overcoming, I say perfect. Tell me about how you're overcoming. That's it. There's nothing else to it. I just take you at your word that you're overcoming. I can't know if I start judging everybody, if I start saying, oh, no, you're not. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. I'd be exactly what I tell people that they shouldn't be like, which is just what God doesn't want you to do. So, yeah, I think it'll be amazing. I think it'll be interesting how it goes. So we'll just try it out sometime. Yeah, it's for everyone, right? So all you guys, anytime we're doing these fellowships, we're just going to start doing them where we go live together to where we can at least try and figure out to give you guys the opportunity to come on too. Because again, it's not just about me, you guys. This is not about me. It's about God. And so we have to be able to let God speak through all of us. Again, I just don't know where it's going. We just keep going every day and doing this, and we don't know where it's going to go. But whatever we're shown or whatever's in front of us, we just go through the moment and we get to there and it's perfect. So we'll just keep doing that same thing. I can tell you this, there's an undeniable truth that as soon as I let go of thinking that I was in control over this, it went in a totally different direction than when I was trying to make it go. As soon as I let go of the thought that, okay, this is what I want it to be, and I said, no, this is whatever God wants it to be, He's going to show me, and we're just going to give it to Him, everything started changing, you guys. Ken says, what? The dog keeps eating my wife's underwear. How do I stop them from doing that? Oh, yeah, I guess you're going to have to get the dog their own underwear. Delicious. Horse goat. Make 7-Up yours. Nice. Thank you. Ken, though, seriously, I'm not sure, man. How are they getting the underwear? Would be the first question. How are they getting them to eat them? If Ken tells me they're on the floor, then we don't even have to discuss it any further. We'll just end the conversation with Ken, right? We'll see what he says here. If Ken, I'm telling you, man, if you say they're on the floor and you're asking me how, knocking over the hamper. Okay. All right. That's fair enough. You're going to have to get a hamper that has a lid on it or something. And simple solution, Ken. You're not going to fix the dog inside. So unless you want to send it to training or something, then maybe you can. But if you want to fix the problem, go at it from where the problem is. And that is they're knocking over the hamper. Get a different hamper, man. Get something with a lid, something that clamps, something that's attached to the wall, or just do it yourself. Put a screw into the wall, take a wire, wrap it into your hamper basket or whatever, and then wrap it around that screw so it can't be knocked over. Simple solutions. Nothing else to it. I would just get a different hamper. Navy says, I want to overcome. Let's see, hold on. Navy said 2024 May, I fell off. I want to hop back on the boat with y'all to salvation. I want to overcome. Amen, Toots. Well, brother, you're doing it. In seeing this, Navy, the beautiful part about it is in seeing that, being here right now, you're going through it, man. You see if you see what's going on inside of you and you see that you're working on yourself and you're going inward, then you're doing it already. Stop thinking you want to do it and know you're already doing it. Just don't have an expectation of what's going to happen. Just keep doing it, brother. You are doing it. That's why you're here. That's why you've come here. That's why you're seeing this. Don't judge yourself. Remember that those thoughts are going to be there. You're going to have, it's going to take some time to overcome all of it. If you judge yourself every time one of those thoughts happens and you think that you've fallen off, you'll spend the whole time falling off. Get out of that mentality. You're already here, brother. You're working on yourself. You're on the path. Keep going, go all the way through it, and just don't stop. And everything will be perfect, my guy. Yep. Navy, it's very hard for us to see that we're on the path. It's very difficult because we don't think that just seeing the problem is the answer. Most people think that it's that you go have to beg and all this other stuff that church tells you, right? But it truly, in that moment that you see what's wrong with you and you see that Satan is controlling those thoughts in your mind, in that moment of seeing, God's already working with you. As soon as that happens, God's showing you now there's the next step, which is you have to forgive. You see that you have resentment inside of you. You see that you have anger. Go and forgive. Ken says, don't worry, Toots is the next shit show supervisor. He will try his best to guide us the right way. All right. Amazing. What shit show, kid? I don't know what we're talking about. Is it this? Is it just the craziness in all of us, the shit show, Ken? Ken, we love you, brother. We absolutely love you. Yep, that's right, Ken. We try and guide because it's simple. The right way is just without anger, you guys. That's it. There's nothing else to it. When you talk about the right way, and this is why we talk about helping people in the right way, helping people wouldn't be me going and telling Ken that, oh, he needs to have those dogs trained and it's the dog's fault and all of that stuff. Nah, fix what's going on, the reason that it's there, and it'll fix the problem. Let's see. Ken says, is where the shit show. We're the shit show, right? We're the shit show. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Navy says true. When you have anger, everything is a shit show. There you go, Ken. Now I get what you're saying. Yep, absolutely correct. Everything is a mess, isn't it? What a mess, you guys. As my friend Jesse would say, what a mess. We live in a mess, you guys. We live in an absolute mess inside of our heads, and we just love being in it too. We know it's a mess, and we do nothing about it. But us here, you guys, it's so beautiful. You guys are overcoming too, man. You guys are truly overcoming. In fact, you know what? Here's what we're going to do right now. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, yeah, click the wrong one. Okay, booyah. Hey, yo, there we go. Let's see who we get. Let's see who we get. Here you go, guys. Let's go. Come on, come on. Let's see who we get. All right. Tips with the gifted memberships. We've got, oh my goodness, I cannot read this stuff, you guys. I'm blind in one eye and I cannot see out of the other one. Let's see. Our topic, it's Pinky, Cotter, Lady Sky, and Dragonheart. Welcome. Hey, you guys, Navy, Heather, you guys, I just want to make sure and let you guys know, if you guys aren't opted in for gifted memberships, you won't get the gifted membership. If you guys want an opportunity at a gifted membership, you have to click on the little memberships below the channel here, right at the bottom. I don't know if it's on the I guess it would be on the short stream. You might have to actually click on it. If you're just on the feed where you can flip, you might have to actually click on me. But then if you go to gifted memberships, you'll see the information on it. Then click on it and go to the one that says gifted membership options. You'll be able to go in there and you'll be able to opt in for gifted memberships. If you're not opted in, it just won't give them to you. So I should have said that before I did that, so you guys could have went. But we'll give away some more. So, but yeah, if you guys want to get a free membership, then just go in there to the gifted membership, opt in, and then sit tight. More than likely, that one's going to come around. So, thank you guys. Appreciate it. And welcome our new members. All right, let's see. Navy says, to Ken, true bro, Toots will lead us. He's a Tony Stark leading us, Avengers, to fight evil. Well, thank you, brother. What a compliment. Thank you so much. Adrian says, welcome me. Hey, Adrian Miller, welcome. I hope that makes you feel better, Adrian. Love you. You are welcome here. Navy, by the way, Toots, you kind of look like Tony Stark, the actor. Navy, I get it a lot, and thank you very much. It's such a beautiful compliment. So thank you. Yeah, played Iron Man. Yep. Tootsie Stark, Ken. So good, brother. Oh, Iron Toots. Like and subscribe. Aw. Keeps what is that face? Like, um, what do you call I wish the lady was here to describe that face. She does it so well. The little AI. How do we I need that. We need to get that on here. Heyo, Keith with another gifted membership. Thank you, brother, to City Lights. All right, man. Holy cow, you guys. Our members are growing so fast. I'm gonna start doing more stuff for the members. We just do so many lives in fellowship, you guys. It is so hard for me to find time to cut up and edit and all that stuff. I really, at some point, I'm gonna have to get some help with that kind of stuff because oh, puppy dog eyes. There you go, Ken. Puppy dog eyes. You know, people, you're scaring them. Nice. Nice. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Check that out. So if you're not opted in, maybe you can't get it, brother. But and if you don't want to, it's totally fine too. I understand. And if you want to buy membership, please, you guys jump in. I know that pretty much it's for the podcast right now, is what our members are for. But I'm going to start trying to get together some little shorts from Fellowship and maybe just start doing some, you know, what we talk about here, watching your thoughts, overcoming thought, and just letting people know these little things. We might start doing just shorts where we just do that. So that way, people can catch it just in the minute, listen to that little thing. And then who knows, maybe it'll change and be like, what? Holy cow, I felt something from that. Let me go check out this fellowship that these guys are doing or something. I mean, who knows, right? So, but that's where we're going. We're going to try and do, little puppy dog eyes from Ken. That's for you, Ken. He's giving you puppy dog eyes again. Poor little fella. Look at him. Keith's just a little fella, you guys. Poor little guy. But again, maybe it's absolutely amazing that you're here, brother, with us. Absolutely amazing. It's just like some of these other folks, like Connoisseur. I'm telling you guys, even though Connoisseur, he doesn't think that, that God's working with him, but he is, man. That guy, he's got God with him. He just won't see it. Ooh, 11 likes and you get one item from Ken. Ken, what do we say? We say yes. Who you mopping the floor with, Ken? You better come. He's mopping the floor with Satan right now, you guys. He is cleaning house. And by house, he's talking about the spirit inside of him. Ken, are you being metaphorical or literal? Wait on this. He is cleaning God's house right now. The spirit inside. Oh, he's literally mopping the floor. Never mind. Never mind. Cleanliness is next to godliness, Ken. Good job, buddy. Let's see. Before the stream ended last night, I was about to say Toots, Iron Man, Tony Stark prepare his full armor of God for the final battle. My goodness, brother. That final battle, the one within, the one where we strike him down and he can no longer hurt us. And then we wear God's armor. Very deep, Navy, very deep. It's so good. We were actually just working on the stream with someone came in the other night and said, no emoji for members. And I didn't even know that that was a thing, right? So you guys, like, I'm just not very good at this stuff. What I am good at is understanding what's going on inside of me. That's the part that I'm good at. Computers and YouTube, I am not good with all this stuff. But anyway, since I think her name, I think it was Emily, maybe is her name. She was, asked about it in a way that she seemed disappointed, but we don't care about that either. But yeah, but since she did say something, we went and looked, and sure enough, there was some emojis and badges, and we started working on them. And so we're trying to do like a armor setup like that. Like when you first come in, when you first get here, you'll have no armor. You'll be just a bare soul. And then as you progress through each month, we're going to give a little piece of armor to the badge and kind of make it, at least that's the idea. I can't say for sure right now. I don't want to give you guys that's definitely 100% happening, but that's what we're trying to work on right now. So, and then I'll be really cool. And then after, you get to that point, you'll have the full armor of God. Then he'll give you the shield to protect yourself. And then through that, you'll get the truth, which will be the sword of truth that you'll receive. So it's got some, a little bit of deeper meaning, but it's just to fill that thought of, as you overcome, you get a new piece of armor to protect yourself. So we don't, you don't want to get into that. I don't want people to come in and start doing it just for their armor. That's what will happen inevitably. That's kind of why you got to be careful doing that stuff, because then you'll get people that are just like in for the badge, truly. And that's okay too. There's nothing wrong with that. They can be in for the badge. That's okay. We'll love them too, just as well. How do I click claim the membership? So at the bottom, there should be a little money symbol. And when you click on that, it should say like super chat, gift membership. And then below that, or it should say super chat, buy a membership. And then below that it should say gift memberships. And then when you click on the gift membership, it doesn't go straight to it. It brings up some options. And then below that, it has like gift membership options, right? And then when you click on that, it's going to take into where it's going to ask you if you want to opt in for gifted memberships. And when you say yes to that, then that's all you got to do. You just click opt in for gifted memberships. It sets it for you. It'll say something like, you're now able to receive memberships from channels or something like that as gifts. And then that's it. And it should be down little money symbol, then go down to gifted memberships, then go down to gifted membership options. Wow, that sounds fun. Yeah, right? That'd be cool. Like Ken said, what do me and Keith have? Oh, Keith says leather first level. Keith, I'm just gonna keep calling you Keith, dude. Perfect. Brother, perfect. I love it. I let Keith deal with a lot of this stuff. Keith does all basically of our pictures, our transitions, our thumbnails, Keith basically does all of it. I've done a few, but the majority of the computer side of stuff, Keith does it. And that's why we keep him in, for taking care of all that little side stuff. He comes in and kind of just helps out, sends pictures. And again, I just talked to him this morning about this, and man, he took off. He's already just sent me all kinds of stuff. I'll have to go through it later on when we're off stream here, because I can't really flip through it now, but he's on it. Keith is absolutely amazing. And he's really good at it. And he definitely, his knowledge of computers far surpasses mine. So, but it's hard for him too, because he's doing it from outside the channel, from a whole nother place. We're not together. He can't see it. He can't like grab videos and make sure. I'm sure he would want to go much deeper, and maybe we will at some point. We'll just have to see. But we're just growing so fast, man. We're just trying to keep up. Things are getting wild really quick. Let's see, the sword of the spirit, which is the mighty word of God. So true, right? Yeah, I thought it. I don't know. It came to me this morning as I was doing it, and then really, actually, was Keith that did it. What happened was, is I told Keith about it, and then all of a sudden, Keith sent this picture of this like amazing night, and on which it's on the channel now. If you guys are members, you'll see that the members are popping up with these little things, which we're going to change them. This was all just a test run, but the badges and stuff that are on there, because Keith's got one. You see his badge of his armor. Yeah, Keith did that, man. And then through that, I was like, oh yeah, that's perfect, because that's what we're talking about, which Keith already saw. And we've talked about before, but God's armor. the sword of truth that you're striking down evil with, and evil can't hurt you because you have the armor of God on. So we've already discussed that, but yeah, now it's coming in. How do you know Shia, the actor? Oh, we go way back, man, way back. So no, I don't know, brother, but thank you. What did I miss? What did I miss? And you're good, Navy. You're not slow, brother. You're just like me. We just simple kinds of men, and that's okay. It's absolutely perfect. Keith says you have to opt in. I'm about to get my tax refund. Everybody's becoming a member. Keith, calm down, brother. My goodness, you guys. We love Keith. We absolutely love him. And he says, let's go. Oh, with the clocking gift, I don't know too much about gifts, you guys. Thank you for them. I don't know what they do or what they are, but thank you. Thank you, Navy. I have no idea about those either. You see, guys, I am so ignorant when it comes to this stuff. I'm sure, though, that it's something, and so I appreciate it. I appreciate the love. Keith says, thanks, buddy. No, thank you, man. Keith, he came up with that, man. It was so good. As soon as he showed me that armor, man, I knew exactly what we were doing. He was rovery? I'm not sure what that means. Let's see. The buff, Keith? I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe he says, Keith, amen to that. Still waiting to do my taxes sometime this month. I've done my taxes, but now I have to pay them, you guys. That's what I'm waiting on. Guess I'm going to do that here soon. Got to bite the bullet and pay my taxes before, what is it, April 15th? So it's coming quick. But I already had them done, and I paid the tax agent and all that stuff already. I'm just waiting to pay the government. So what badge do me and Keith have? I'm not sure. I was just, like I said, we were just testing. It looks like is it the armor with the shield? You guys are past the first level. The first level, I think I just put on just the sword with the armor. And on the second one, I put on the armor and shield. Like I said, it's nothing now. And maybe the members only one was first. I can't remember, you guys. Again, we're just playing with it, Ken. But yeah, it's something like that. I think if you go into the chat, Ken, you could click on like emojis, and my emojis should be down below, and you can see they're the same. The emojis down below, I believe, are the same as the ones that I have in the badges right now, just because we haven't messed with it so much. Bro, he got shot in New Orleans today? Oh no. Well, I hope that he's all right, man, and that he can overcome it. That's tough. Oh, he was in recovery. Oh, okay. I understand. I understand. Let's see, Vincent. I want to ask you, bro, is April Fool's Day prank? Oh, okay. Nice, brother. April Fools. April Fools. Nice. Thank you, man. Amazing. I am an April Fool, you guys. He got me. Okay, you dirty dog, Keith says. Keith, hey, you got Keith too. There you go, Ken. Check it out. Yeah, you see? I'm not sure what I did. I just clicked on that. You sent the wrong one. What'd you say? Oh, the gift. Oh, okay. No, no, you're fine. Don't apologize for it. Definitely don't apologize for it. But yeah, no, I got you. Nah, brother, it's all good. All good. Can't just members only, members only, members only, members only. It's so small. It's like a little blue line, Ken, is all it is. So can't even see it. That's okay. I see it on my TV though, on the big screen. I can see the little warrior, and I can see the knight in his armor. What's the word say? Members only. Yeah. Again, it was just a picture that Keith sent me some little pictures this morning because we're trying it out. So these are all just things we just threw in to try it out. They're not sticking. It's not staying like this, you guys. Yeah, it says members only. Yep. It's just real small. It just says members only real small. Yeah, it's a work in progress. Exactly. But we'll get it all sorted out, and then we'll have it going good. This afternoon, when I get off here in a few, I'm going to go through and start trying to mess with it a little bit, but I don't know when it'll be completed or when we'll be done on it. Thank you, Ken. Ken, I love it. You hear about a tax strike? Actually, I think I have heard about that. People are saying to not pay their taxes or something, but I don't know. I don't get into that stuff either, Andres. People are crazy, man. Or how is it? Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar and give to God what belongs to God, you guys. Don't even think about it. Don't worry about it and don't be angry. You don't have anything to do with that world. Just do right by you. You know what's happening. April Fool's Day. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, I know. Navy, don't feel bad at all, man. It's okay to be. I tell all the time these guys, I am not into the intellect. I'm not smart. I'm slow. I'm dumb, and I'm perfectly fine with it. I may be rich in spirit, but I'm dumb in intellect. He says, "Yeah, not sure what that gift is." Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't. I, it's probably some sort of, I don't know if it gives me money or, something, but I think you have to buy those. So, and then you use them. So I'm guessing it's some sort of a donation. So either way, thank you. I just have no idea. I mean, and again, I'm just guessing because I don't know what it is. You get the first few free. Okay, nice. Good too. So I can hop on tonight. Yeah, definitely. Well, we'll be on, and you're welcome. But if you can't, man, don't stress that either. Just continue to work on you. Remember, you're going to have things that come up, and I know you guys want to be here, and I totally understand that because when I first started overcoming, I didn't want to spend a second anywhere else. But know that it's truly okay. We'll still be here. If you don't come, if you can't show up, if you're tired, you fall asleep, whatever, we'll be here the next day. We'll be here the day after that. We're here in the mornings. If you guys can't make the evenings, this is why we do this little stream in the mornings, just so you guys can come in and still feel that love and fellowship. You don't have to be there late at night because I know it's tough for a lot of people. A lot of you guys are early risers, so it's tough to stay up. I don't start till closer to 9 in the evenings, but I can't start any earlier because I mean sometimes we go till after 3, 3:30, close to 4 maybe sometimes, and you know I don't want to not do that, but I have to spread it out somewhere. So that's why we started a little later. That way we can go a little later. But you guys, there's so many lost souls in the night out there that are looking for this. Easy peasy. Light workouts to start the first week, and then we'll go from there. We'll keep progressing, and the workouts will go harder and harder. But if you go too hard at first getting back into it, you'll injure yourself, and there's no reason to do that. You'll set yourself back months doing that. Oh, strain, honey? Where's that strain? Oh, there it is. Yeah, amazing, you guys. Thank you so much for everything, man. Great morning. Great stream. Great talk. Simple, simple stuff, man. Just get right inside and everything outside of you comes right into alignment. Isn't it amazing? Just like Heather was saying, how whenever, she came in and she's seen, that we were doing this, and then it just showed her to look inward. And then when she went and she was having a bad moment, she looked in herself and she found it and boom, overcame it. And that's as simple as it is. And we just point you back to that here. That's all we do. We point you back to that word. Okay, no worries, Navy. We're probably gonna wrap this up here in a minute, Navy. So no stress at all, brother. I would love to stay and hang out with you guys all day long, but just got some things got to do, and then we try and do a midday stream. Sometimes we do it, sometimes we don't. Usually, I always do a morning, except Sundays. Sundays, I'll only be doing the night stream. We're only going to do fellowship on Sunday evenings. I just got too much going on Sundays right now to try and worry about morning and afternoon. If it does happen, fine. But I'm not going to be trying to force myself into doing it. I have fellowship on Sunday. We go to Bond for 2 hours. And in that time, so much is happening before I got to get everything done and after. So it's just too much, to try and do too much at once. But so yeah, but all the rest of the days we try and do at least a morning stream. Sometimes we do afternoon, and then definitely fellowship at night. For sure, we're just going to keep doing fellowship every night until something happens and prevents it. I'm sure there'll be a night that comes where I won't be able to do it, but I don't have no expectation of play the music, dummy. I don't have no expectation of that either. Whatever happens, happens. So play the music, dummy. I love you, Keith. But anyway, yeah, why don't we just call it there then? It's a good place, man. Everybody's in a really good spot right now. So good. Maybe says cabbage, bro. Oh, you're gonna go make some cabbage? Nice. Do I do hamstrings as in the exercise? Um, so back here, that's what I was just doing with the legs, I believe, is hamstring with that reverse. Um, what do they call that? I don't even know what they call it, man. I've been out of the exercise world for so long that and not that I was that far in it, like intellectually anyway. I just used to hang out with some meatheads and we used to, sit around and go hard. But I didn't remember the two things. But I'm pretty sure if you're talking about the hamstrings, then that would have been, yeah, I don't know. Tell me, Andres, what exercise? I'll look it up. Tell me which exercise that that focuses on that, and then I'll look it out up, and then we can discuss it. Also, I do like talking about exercise, so um, Pibble says, I finally found your stream. Amazing, brother. Welcome. Hey, 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 Pibble. What are you doing, my guy? Welcome, welcome. But yeah, Andres, no, I love talking about exercise and learning more about that stuff too. I don't get too much deep into it, but I have no problem with talking about it. So let me know about those exercises, man. I'm always open. What do we say, Keith? We say yes, you guys. We are in the year of yes. We're going to say yes to everything and we're going to go through it. So, Andres, let me know about those exercises, the hamstrings. Maybe I do them. Again, I'm not sure. We do a lot, but a lot of times I didn't do a lot of direct leg work because of the amount of cycling and running that I did. Um, I did basically, I just incorporated squats and like deadlifts and things like that in with nice t-shirt. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. With the running and the cycling. Because man, my legs would be smoked from riding as much as I did. Just like most people forget the hamstrings, the back of the legs, as well as the front, and it makes you squat and deadlift go up a lot. Oh yeah. Well, I do. I work on both the front, the quads, right? I'm not good with the names. And then the backside, I do the reverse. So instead of lifting up with it, the legs comes up, it locks in the upper position, you go down. So then when you go down, it's working, I'm guessing the back of the leg whenever you go down. So that should be working at, but I'm not sure. But yeah, but I never was big at, I never did heavyweight squats. Um, Yeah, I never did really heavyweight squats or deadlift. I mean, maybe I squatted like, I don't know, 350 or something like that. Never big, big weight. And I think that that's lightweight considering I bench 315. So max, not sets, but I max 315. That was my peak. I think I was right around 2014. Rose and Christ think alike. So true, brother. So true, Navy. Absolutely. Pibble. Yeah. See, I love it when you guys say the truth like that and then other people see it immediately. Now is my time to say no to everything, and it's worked perfectly. Ken's saying no to everything, you guys. Ken is a no man right now. Actually, that's good too, Ken, because you got to get used to telling people no before you can say yes. Ken's so right about this. Before you can say yes, um, you have to learn how to say no. You got to be able to say no. Otherwise, you'll just say yes all the time. Navy says, please don't feel pressure to please us. Even God is putting it in your heart. True that. That's why I don't, man. That's why when I leave here, you guys, I don't think about this for a second after this. When we're done here, you're going to ask me later, oh, do you remember talking about this? I may not even remember. That's how much I forget this. God doesn't want me to live in this moment. I'm in the present right now with you guys, right? Why would I think about it 1 second after it's done? I move on to the next thing. After this, I'm going to be working on the next thing, next thing. I'm not going to live in this moment. I may tell my wife like, "Oh man, it was beautiful what happened today, Navy and Heather and all these things like that." But I won't stay in that moment. It'll just be in conversation, then done. You're only a one man army. Well, not really. Truly, you guys are all here with me. We're all together, and I have God. Navy, when you have God, nothing feels like work like that. Like I feel like I could go through anything with you guys because I have God. Thank you. Thank you, Pibble. Yeah, this is what COVID did, you guys, right here. Instead of because I used to just go to the gym, I didn't have any of this stuff. But when COVID came and people were weird at the gym and they told me to wear a mask, I was like, all right, let me cancel my membership. I won't be back. And then I never went back, man. Haven't been back since. Ever since, I do everything from either home or on the street for free. No more gym. And granted, I had to bite the bullet. I mean, I think this was like it was expensive. It was right around $5,000, piece of equipment for the multi-platform hoist here. But if you add up how much you're going to spend in a membership at a gym your whole life, then drop in a bucket, right? And the row, I really like the water row machine. I don't know if you guys have ever used those, but the ones that actually use real water in them are awesome. And then the recumbent bike is for my wife. She loves cycling, but she can't be up on a little seat. I mean, you guys should see it. She's so adorable. It's like this little tiny seat, and she's all butt, man. Her butt just eats the seat. So this is perfect for her. The recumbent with the nice wide sit back. Plus, it's much better on your back and stuff. So she loves it. She's in the recumbent. Our treadmill's downstairs. It's in the garage because we pull it out. She likes to walk on it outdoors, so we'll pull it outside and set it outside, and then she'll walk on it there. And yeah, other than that, yeah, definitely, of course, my dumbbells and stuff. It's very simple. I don't have a lot, but what I have is enough. I got plenty enough. COVID was good in the beginning because no school, then it got very bad. Yeah, yeah, I understand. Even the no school thing, but man, I'll bet kids did love that. Get them out of there. They were so happy, but they didn't know that it was going to turn into they don't return for a year and they lose all that education, all that time, and you don't get it back. I mean, it was definitely not good for the spirit, but for some reason, it was good for us. We turned around, we got away from everything, we just did what we were doing, and it never affected us. Keeps everybody's like, go take a break, get out of here, shut up. He told me to play the music earlier. All right, guys. Keeps right. I'm out of here, you guys. Thank you all. We'll talk to you soon. Great stream, great time. I love fellowship with you guys. Come back later on. Come hang out with us. And yeah, we'll do it all again. All right, guys. Have a great day. Much love. Peace.